Good afternoon. 안녕하세요. You're listening to IMW Radio. It's me, Jackie, your host. The Philippines is one of the world's third largest Catholic nations, where All Saints' Day and All Souls' Day is celebrated in the whole archipelago, and it is considered an important festival. In November, you can see the nation's cemeteries with family gathering, where they celebrate with prayer, traditional food, and music. Most of them would pay tribute to their ancestors, so some of them will go for an overnight camping in respect for their deceased relatives. It is supposed to be solemn. However, most families opted to have a family picnic with laughter, recalling with joyful memories with their departed loved ones. All Saints' Day is a commemoration for all Christian saints who have no special feast days of their own, while All Souls' Day is a day of offering prayers in memory of the dead. Filipinos pay tribute in honor of their great ancestors, and saints observe these two special holidays. Filipino families would visit the cemetery in advance to clean up and repaint the grave of their loved ones. On the day of All Saints' Day and All Souls' Day, the graves are decorated with flowers, and candles are light before offering prayers. In addition, for this holiday, the Mass is held in the cemetery. Then relatives, friends, and families will bring food and drinks that is offered for the souls. Through this commemoration, it brings joy and significance of a strong kinship of family values. For this month, let's find out how Nessie celebrate All Saints' Day and All Souls' Day holiday. Good afternoon, Nessie.
Good afternoon, Jackie. First, I would like to discuss on how Halloween started. I guess everyone is interested to know.
Yes, you're right, Nessie. Halloween is usually held in October 31st. Anyhow, how does Halloween started?
Okay, I'm excited. Today's topic brings us to the ancient times of the Halloween's origin. Date back to the ancient Celtic festival of the Samhain. The Celts, who lived 2,000 years ago in the area that is now Ireland, the United Kingdom, and northern France, celebrated their New Year. Jackie, New Year on November 1. Okay, this day marked the end of summer and the harvest, and the beginning of the dark, cold winter, and time of the year that was often associated with human death. Celts believed that on the night before the New Year, the boundary between the world of the living and the dead became blurred, something like it became black. On the night of October 31st, they celebrated Samhain, okay, when it was believed that the ghosts of the dead returned to the earth. In addition, this spirit will be causing trouble and damaging their crops. The Celts thought that the presence of this spirit made it easier for the Druids or the Celtic priests to make predictions about their future. For a people like them, they are mostly dependent on the natural world. These prophecies were an important source of comfort and direction during the long, dark winter. The traditional night of the Samhain in the Celtic religion began to be called All Hallows' Eve. It means that Halloween should be celebrated in the evening, and eventually it becomes all over the world.
Oh, that is very interesting to know the fact about Halloween. It reminds me of Halloween party. During this event, Nessie, where do Celts celebrate this event to honor their gods?
It's very simple. The Celts celebrate the event. They just build a huge sacred bonfire, and then the people gathered around the bonfire, and they burn their crops and animals as sacrifices to the Celtic gods. During the celebration, the Celts wore costumes typically consisting of animal heads and skins. And they try to tell each other stories about fortunes. When they finish their celebration, they light again their bonfire, and then which they extinguished earlier that evening. From this bonfire seems to be sacred to them. This is to help them protect them during the coming of the winter.
Oh, it's quite scary, telling each other's fortunes. It's the way Celtic worship their gods. Now let's go back to Roman Catholic believers. Why do you think that Pope Gregory III changed this festival from May 13th to November 1st and even include this as one of their holidays?
Yeah, okay. So Pope Gregory III, sometime in 731 to 741 AD, later decided to expand the festival of the Samhain to include all saints as well as all martyrs, and moved the observance from May 13 to November 1. By the 19th century, the influence of Christianity had spread all over the Celtic lands, and then they gradually blended with the older Celtic rites. In 1000 AD, the Church would make November 2, All Souls' Day, a day to honor the dead, simply a day to honor the dead. It is widely believed that today the Church was attempting to replace the Celtic festival of the dead with a more related, but still in accordance to the Church sanctioned holiday. All Souls' Day was celebrated just similar to the Samhain, but still they have big bonfires. They go on parades. They dress up themselves with costumes of saints, angels, and devils. The All Saints' Day celebration was also called All Hallows or All Hallowmas. This is from the English word Hallowmas or Alhomes, meaning All Saints' Day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, it's Middle English, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in contemporary times, is there any difference from Halloween to November 1 and to Catholic holiday?
There's a big difference. Okay. Halloween is not All Saints and All Souls Day. The Catholic Church usually celebrates All Saints Day and All Souls Day, an event to remember all the saints, martyrs, and souls in purgatory. We simply offer prayers and then we give thanks to them. Halloween is different. It is a holiday. It started by the Celts to welcome the ghosts of the dead returning to the earth. The ghosts of the dead also help their priests predict the future. And this is purely superstitious practices.
So what happened and when was the time when the Halloween festivities spread into the world?
Yeah, in the second half of the 19th century, America was flooded with new immigrants. And later on to other places of the world brought by the Europeans and the American migrants.
Can you tell us the momentous transformation of Halloween with the modern era?
Yes, Halloween during the ancient time was just very simple. It's always been a holiday filled with mystery, magic, and superstition. It's just begun as a Celtic end of summer festival, the Samhain, during which people felt especially close to their deceased relatives and friends. For these friendly spirits.
Friendly?
Yes. They set places or they provide places of the spirit on the table, the dinner table, and then they left treats on the doorstep. And along the side of the road, they light a candle because they believe that this candle will help this spirit find their way back home in the spirit world. Simply as that. But today, Halloween ghosts are often very, very depicted as more fearsome and malevolent, and their costumes and superstitions are too scary. Okay? Then they have some belief that we have to avoid crossing the path with the black cats because the black cats is a deception of the witches. Yeah, just something like a weird thing. These superstitions may have come from the ancient Egyptians who believed that the triangles were sacred. It also may have something to do with the fact that walking under a leaning ladder tends to be fairly unsafe. And around Halloween, especially, people try to avoid breaking mirrors, stepping on cracks on roads, or spilling salt because it will bring bad luck to them. That's their belief.
How about in the Philippines? What are the common practices when you celebrate All Saints Day and All Souls Day?
Yeah, as you said, All Saints Day and All Souls Day is a very important holiday in the Philippines. We used to celebrate the event by visiting the cemetery. We bring flowers, we light candles, and we offer prayers to the dead. Others even bring some of their favorite food. We also offer a special mass for the dead and for all souls of purgatory.
How about in your family? Do you celebrate, do you have Halloween party or only November 1 and 2 holiday?
No, Halloween party. In our family, we just mainly focus on the All Saints Day and the All Souls Day. I just offer prayers for the soul of my father and my sister Annie, and also to my grandparents and relative too. And of course, all over, in general, all the souls, of course.
Definitely. It's a common practice in our country to visit our ancestral grave, to offer them food, drinks, and prayers. And the food that we offer are often traditional food.
Yeah.
Right? The sticky rice, the same with
course.
Koreans. So Nessie, thank you. We're very grateful to have you here.
Yeah, of course, Jackie, I'm very willing to share my knowledge. And I would like to invite you all, listeners out there, to send some suggestions or comments on the topics you want to listen to.
Goodbye, Nessie. I'm looking forward to listen to your December topic like Christmas celebration.
Yeah, me too. I'm also excited. Goodbye, Jackie.
Goodbye,
and
Nessie.
Of course, no worries. Bye, listeners
Okay,
out there.
see you then next time.
Next time.
This is about labor question and answer section. This is our third time of labor Q&A. What are we going to talk about today, Director? Hello and good afternoon.
Hi, Jackie. Good afternoon.
What are we going to discuss today?
Today, we are going to talk about departure guarantee insurance.
What do you mean by departure guarantee insurance?
Departure guarantee insurance is a kind of retirement allowances from the employer.
Okay, I think it's better that you will give us an information with its basic rules or the following steps to follow. I mean, is a retirement allowance given for every EPS worker?
No, retirement allowance is only given to an EPS worker if he worked for over a year in his company.
It means retirement allowances is guaranteed when workers work for over 12 months or 1 year. Then, Director, you mentioned about a part of. What have you noticed with the retirement allowances?
Because when we calculate the retirement allowances, we use the average of at least the last 3 months' salary. And this must be included with an overtime payment. But departure guarantee insurance can only be saved for 8.3% of his basic salary. So there are differences between real retirement allowances and departure guarantee insurance in most cases. That's why I mentioned departure guarantee insurance is a part of retirement allowances.
Now, I fully understand when you said a part of that. Then when can an EPS worker get it?
An EPS worker can receive in his home country after his departure from Korea by overseas remittances, or he can receive on Incheon Airport on his departure day.
What kind of receipt method can he receive on his departure guarantee insurance?
Okay, there are 4 various steps, and he can choose through the followings. First, international deposit to his account. Second, overseas remittance dedicated account. Third, direct local bank transfer. Fourth, receive in airport.
Then how can an EPS worker apply for it? I mean, what are the documents is he going to prepare?
It's very complicated because it will require lots of documents in various offices. So I prefer whoever wants to apply for it, immediately inquire or ask an association from Iksan Labor House. Basically, the process: first, to buy an airplane ticket. Second, to get the certificate of departure from job center office. Third, to get the trading foreign exchange in designated bank confirmation from URI, KEB, and Shinhan banks. Fourth, to fill up the application form of departure guarantee insurance. And lastly, to attach all documents and send it to Samsung Fire Insurance Call Center.
It sounds very complicated. I think it's better to request an assistance from your office, Iksan Labor House. Then how can he get the insurance money if not claim before the inevitable departure?
If he cannot process the insurance prior to his departure, EPS centers in the country submit the insurance application from through an institution such as the delivery postal services. He can get it in the form of insurance, including international remittance services.
If there's a will, there's a way, right? So in the case of APS workers to change another workplace, leaving expiry of the original insurance business, also leave after he gets paid?
Even EPS workers changing another workplace of domestic length of stay, departure before expiry of the changing workplace, as well as the final business insurance will be within 14 days after departure, also in block payment.
So if he leaves expires, the insurance is less than the retirement allowances paid. In addition, the insurer should do the difference?
Yeah. If departure is less than the remittance allowances due insurance, he must pay the difference to the employer added.
So there is a difference between the retirement allowances and departure maturity. Does he need insurance payments after leaving?
The difference between the retirement allowances and departure from the country due to insurance can be billed directly to the departure or change of workplace labor relations, such as the end insured, regardless of whether or departure.
So departure expiry knows exactly what amount of insurance prior to departure may be charged the difference between the departure and retirement allowances insurance due to the user. How can he check?
He can verify in writing by Samsung Fire Insurance Call Center or Job Center.
An ample of information today, but I think it's very important for an EPS worker to know and be updated with the rules of insurance here in Korea. Thanks, Director Cirilo. Do you want to say something or any messages for our listeners?
I would like to inform them that kindly check and request for help. This is your right and your benefit, but it's very complicated and difficult. Never give up for your rights. Iksan Labor House will always be here for our migrants workers. Thanks to all listeners. See you again.
Today, our labor Q&A topic is departure guarantee insurance. Goodbye, Director, and we wish to hear from you other helpful information for our EPS worker next time. So our listeners, you may send your inquiries through iksanlabor@gmail.com.
Okay, thank you, and goodbye to all our listeners.
See you then next time, and thank you, Director.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
This is IMW Radio. You can listen at the podcast. This is made of Migrant for our fellow migrant to reach each other all around the globe. I am Roland and you are listening to IMW Radio.
Good afternoon, Roland. Welcome to IMW Radio. I know you have a message from our fellow Filipinos here in South Korea.
Okay, hi, good afternoon, Jackie. Good day to all of our listeners. The following message was sent to us by our fellow workers here in Korea. The letter of Fritz to his family. The letter of Fritz to his family. First of all, I want to greet you all guys an advance Merry Christmas. It's Christmas seasons again, and even though I've been celebrating Christmas away from you a year, the feeling is still the same, like it is the first time. I miss you all guys, and I love you. Take good care of your health, mom and dad. I'm looking forward to spend and celebrate these seasons again with you all. I miss you and I love you. This is your son, Fritz. And that was our letter for today, came from Fritz. We would like to thank you for putting your trust in us. Again, this is Roland of IMW Radio. Until next time, keep in tune with us for more message and greetings. Have a nice day, everyone. May God bless us all. And to all our listeners, our fellow Filipinos, please email me with your birthday greetings to your loved ones, love letter, or anything that you would like to say to your friends, relatives, and families. Please send it to iksanlabor@gmail.com.
Yes, thank you, Roland. Please feel free to send your messages to Roland through iksanlabor@gmail.com. Thank you, Roland. Goodbye. See you again next time.
Okay, goodbye, Jackie.
Thank you, Nessie, for giving us a short background on the importance of All Saints' Day and All Souls' Day. Second, we learn on the basic steps of departure guarantee insurance for the EPS worker by Director Cirillo. And lastly, Roland with your greetings from our Filipino workers here in South Korea. To all our listeners, we should always pay back our ancestors through All Saints' Day and All Souls' Day celebration. It is one of the best part in the month of November to commemorate the saints, martyrs, and for our deceased loved ones. It is a symbol of family bonding where they travel from distant places just to be with their family and pray together. Currently, on October 31st, it is commonly recognized as the Halloween, is one of the most awaited festivities for the new generation, where they prepare Halloween food, candies, and scary costumes for this festivity. On the day of November 1st is a feast day of All Saints' Day after the Halloween. For the Catholic believers, it is a way to remember all saints and martyrs, known and unknown. Most believers would consider it as an obligation to attend church and try to put off some work. A Christian tradition since the 4th century AD in commemorating the saints and martyrs, given a specific day to them each year. And the 2nd November is known as the All Souls Day, is an opportunity for Roman Catholics to remember the faithful departed. It is the day where they remember and pray for the souls. We may have different practices or beliefs, but our prayers will always be the same in the name of offerings, masses, and thanksgiving for our deceased loved ones. Again, this is Jackie, your host, and you're listening to IMW Radio. Bye, and have a blessed Sunday.